Global warming is taking its toll on the entire world. In fact, now it's even started to affect the North Pole.
Dear children, regrettably, I bring bad tidings. For some time now, melting ice here at the North Pole has made our operations and our day-to-day life intolerable and impossible. And there may be no alternative but to cancel Christmas. I have written personally to President Obama, President Putin, all world leaders. Sadly, my letters have been met with indifference. Needless to say, these individuals are now at the top of my naughty list. My home in the Arctic is fast disappearing, and unless we all act urgently, then I have to warn you of the possibility of an empty stocking forevermore. Please help me.
Okay, when did Santa lose his mind? Like, that was some scary stuff, man.
Been like Chinese water torture.
Conspiracy theories. Bin Laden's still alive.
Yeah, that's funny because I thought he'd been captured by Al Qaeda. Like I thought he was making one of those tapes, like either from Al Qaeda or the North Koreans. Like, I am so sorry for all that I have done against the North Korean state. That was it was clever. It was also a little scary, a little creepy. At first, I felt like he was like Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
he looked a little like Liam Neeson. And yeah, he's a special skill set.
I'm furious that Santa's British. Unacceptable.
It at least confirms what Megyn Kelly knew all along.
Definitely.
Santa is white, kids.
White as they
Santa is white. Okay.
Yeah. So, and she will, by the way, tonight, she will be addressing the controversy over the white Santa thing. But yeah, I think it's super clever. Now, the right wing's very mad about this. They don't like Santa being co-opted, and they especially don't like the idea that climate change is occurring. Both Rush Limbaugh and also Eric Bolling. Eric Bolling, by the way, saying that the globe is getting colder. Now, we were hoping that there might be some way to actually investigate like changes in temperature over time. Like, could you plot it out, perhaps on a chart of some kind? So there you're seeing the extent of the Arctic sea ice, and it seems to be getting a bit droopy down there at the end after 2000.
Yep.
But no, the world's getting colder. It's getting so cold, it's melting ice.
But if you said it enough times, Fox News viewers would believe it.
Yeah.
It's all based on saying it enough times. It completely is.
Well, if you need to see the information about what's actually happening in the Arctic, the best place to go is skepticalscience.com. They have all of the denier arguments and all of the rebuttals with the actual science, so you can check it out for yourself. What is interesting about this, you guys might not have heard of this, was that this week on Monday, Canada has petitioned to the United Nations to expand their territory in the Arctic. They want to claim the North Pole, which is currently not claimed by anybody right now. The resource wars are going to heat up in the Arctic. Russian President Vladimir Putin put out on Wednesday that he is not pleased with Canada's move, and he is going to put new combat military units in the Arctic that are combat ready. And Canada's, I think it was the foreign minister responded by saying, oh, don't worry, kids, Canada is going to protect Santa from the Russians. So this is what we're at right now.
No.
And this is just the beginning.
This is a war on Christmas.
Yeah, that's the real war on Christmas. That's right.
How sick is
Canada
it
versus Russia.
that we're losing our ability to survive on this planet and they're fighting over who gets the oil? I mean,
Over
I
who
mean, we
gets to
broke the
speed
Arctic.
up the damage. Like,
Yeah.
who gets to burn all that
Yeah.
stuff to make it even worse.
Yeah.
And there's this tremendous irony that because the ice is melting, they can do more oil drilling.
Right.
And now they're starting wars over oil drilling because of the global warming, which will speed up the global warming, which will probably lead to more wars.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
And this is more blatant, this Santa ad, but he's been trying to warn us. What's he give to bad kids? Coal. He's been trying to tell us coal's a bad idea.
But ironically, they heard that and they're like, oh, coal.